Hello, everyone. I just wanted to do a video exclusive. I I like Glenn Beck, but I don't generally have the opportunity to listen. Well, it just so happened that my idiot micro suck Winslow 11 system blue screened overnight when I got up this morning. It was on blue screen, so of course I had to reboot it. And as part of the reboot process, when I opened up a particular browser, uh, it happens to be in one of the open windows Wham Radio Listen Live function, and it kicked in and Glenn was on. Well, he was to talk to Megan Kelly, who was filling in for Erica Kirk at a TP USA event. And the topic, a question of blaming all the Jews. So I want to talk about two things. We're going the blaming all the this group or that group nonsense, victimhood idiocy, and Texas. I want to talk about, but yeah, back to Megan Kelly, and Beck told her I didn't hear her answer, and I don't want to hear the answer, and I agree with Glenn Beck. I couldn't do that. I couldn't do a TP USA event and open it up to any moron to ask any idiotic, stupid, baited, purposeful, willful malice of forethought attempt to try to, you know, rile things up. I don't have the patience for it either, like Glenn Beck admitted he doesn't either. Even knowing they're looking to trap you and upset you. And my response to oh, everything is the Jews' fault. What about the Jews who own and operate and control everything? My immediate response would be, next. Is there someone with an actual serious policy question to discuss seriously? Next. But then I thought about it. Okay, all right. People whose lives and CTP3, anti Semitism chapter, exactly why I had to put that in CTP3. Please check that book out. Please, get gift copies for those on the left, need to hear some real. I'm not going to go into everything in there, but I'm going to just generally discuss this notion of people whose lives are so screwed up, they are so miserable, and refuse to take any responsibility for themselves that got them to where they are today, who need to scapegoat an entire, not a race. It's not about racism, cultural Marxism, racism. We are one human race. We are subcultures. We may have different melatonin levels. We may have, right, there is two genders within the human race, but we are one human race. Now, excuse me, I'm getting you gotta update something notice. No, not now, not now, not now. I'm busy. Go away. Come back later. But blaming an entire subculture of people for your failings, victimhood mentality. This isn't limited to just anti-Semitism. Whether it's whites who feel like blacks have nothing to do all day but run around and conspire against them and hold them down, or vice versa. Black people who have nothing, who have to blame white people. It's all white people who, like, white people have nothing to do. We don't have our own lives to worry about and work for a living, to earn a living, and, right? We hide behind trees and under rocks, the Jew trope. For way of example, this works whether you're blaming blacks, blaming whites, blaming Jews, blaming pink polka dotted people from Mars. Like, they got nothing to do all day but hide behind trees and under rocks to follow you around and hold you down. Anything you try to do, they're there to thwart and hold you back. Idiocy. Whether it, again, be blaming Jewish people, be blaming white people, be blaming black people, be blaming pink polka dotted purple people eaters from Mars. Look in your mirror. Of course, I'm not talking to you. You get this, or you wouldn't be tuning into the show. But obviously, a whole lot of people need to hear this stuff, right? Which is, here comes the parrot routine. Like, share, subscribe. Like, share, subscribe. Like, share, subscribe. Do you get it yet? This stuff has to be shared. Right? People need to hear this. They need to look in their mirror and self-reflect. No, we are one race, two genders in one race. We are subcultures. That subculture is not at fault for your failings in life at all. Maybe you went to get a job from someone who happened to be Jewish, or happened to be white if you're black, or an Asian if you're white or black, or black, whatever. That one person maybe didn't give you a job. That is that one person. Martin Luther King Jr., content of character. There isn't group meetings where all Jews get together, all whites get together. There was a time where the demo KKK rats held meetings in order to hold black people back. Not saying that wasn't true. That's not the case now. There isn't groups of black people. My friend Phil Stargell, Black American at Wham Radio, Abolitionist Roundtable host, Saturdays 9 a.m., doesn't attend black people meetings to get his marching orders. Can we stop with the stupid? Look in your mirror first, right? Michael Jackson's Man in the Mirror song. I'm starting with the man in the mirror, asking him to change his ways, right? Or asking her, you, if you're female. Rick Springfield, Prayer, his kind of version of Michael Jackson's Man in the Mirror. I'm sending a prayer to heaven for the chance to be a better man than the man or woman than what I see, right? Start with me first. Make me better. Not everybody else's fault. Everybody's out to get me. This paranoia victimhood nonsense. All right. Enough. Move on to Texas. I mean, Texas is a purple state. People haven't figured this out yet. We use the term rhino. Normally, it's a weak-kneed Republican, but in general, they at least have some Republican values and principles. In Texas, it's literal Republicans in name only. It's literal, actual Democrats lying, cheating, stealing their way into office by running as a Republican, because there's no chance in hell they're going to get elected as a Democrat. So they run as a Republican. And their Democrat friends help them to sucker enough actual Republicans to indeed get them to win a primary and take office. It's why in Texas, how the hell do you think you get a potential attempted impeachment of Ken Paxton? That's because Democrats control the legislature. They call themselves Republicans, but Democrats, coupled with actual fake Republicans, Democrats who lied their way into office, they've got an R by their name when it comes time to vote, but that's how you got that. That's how you always get voted down any school choice or school vouchers, which I want to ask the speaker and apparently now 5 Republicans, and I don't know enough about them, but I'm suspecting they're actual real Republicans, that the Democrats masquerading as Republicans, actual rhinos, coupled with CNOs, let's say conservatives in name only, or Christians in name only, Constitutionalists in name only, are now trying to create a blockage method that would keep 5, 6, 7, 8 Republicans from being able to run as Republicans in a Republican primary. Normally, I would say, oh, well, if these are clear Democrats masquerading as Republicans, no, they shouldn't be allowed. The Republican Party should be able to say who is or is not a Republican. You do or don't get to run on our ticket. If you don't like it, run as an independent. But I'm not knowing enough in this situation yet to know if they're the fake Democrats masquerading as Republicans or the fake Democrats with the CNOs trying to prevent actual real conservative Republicans from being able to get back in office so that the left, both CNOs and Democrat fakes masquerading as Republicans, can consolidate their power and indeed impeach Abbott, impeach Paxton, impeach whomever, undo what little school choice voucher reform has been allowed to happen. Do you not wonder why your supposed conservative state isn't getting conservative Republican things done? It's because it's a purple state. Because you're not paying enough attention to know who's running, and you're electing Democrats into office as pretend Republicans. Democrats control your house. Ugh. Now, I'm oversimplifying, of course. I'm here in Michigan, so I don't know all the nitty-gritty details, but I'm paying attention because indeed I'm asking the honest questions. Why is a supposed solid red state, a supposed conservative state, unable to pass this, that, the other thing? Staple Republican platform, conservative items, things Charlie Kirk, others, as real conservatives, real Republicans have been talking about for decades, but yet you can't get it done in Texas. Why? Why aren't you asking that question? And when you peel back the layers of the onion, you'll see what I'm saying is true. But I can't do anything about it from here in Michigan. You in Texas need to be more involved and make sure you're supporting only real conservative Republicans. And in those districts that are on the fringes of the blue areas that are more purple, that Democrats are able to steal, you're paying more attention and making sure real Republicans win Republican primaries and therefore win general election seats into the Texas legislature to turn that state around, to actually make it red. Because right now, if, right, the joke, they should be required to wear NASCAR uniforms and labels knowing who their sponsors are. If the Democrats were actually required to tell you they're Democrats so that you knew, you would see you're not in control of your own state. And you need to do more about it. And let me be fair, right? Michigan, a Democrat governor, Democrat AG, Democrat Secretary of State. Democrats currently control the senatorial body here in Michigan. We have a very slim Republican majority in the House. So, yes, I need to do more. We all need to do more up here in Michigan, too. I'm not saying, it's all. Back to the original thing. It's all Texas's fault. Michigan's problems are because of Texas. I'm not saying that. I'm saying we are both kind of in the same boat. Michigan's worse than Texas, but Texas, things aren't all, unicorn farts and roses there. Wake up. And that's true of some other states that are supposedly red. Wake up. Purple states, we got to work harder. Red states, you can't just coast and take for granted. We're a red state. I can sit all day on the couch. Let me lift up the green screen, right? The ugly couch. Again, I'm not a hoarder. I am a slob. Look at all the stuff I got piled up here on the couch. You can't just sit on the couch watching the boob tube all day coasting. Things are great. We're a red state. No, it don't work that way. You can't leave it for everybody else to do. You go to the bathroom or your bedroom, any room with a mirror, and look into that mirror and ask yourself, what are you doing? And what more can you actually do? And sadly, the answer for far too many people is they could do a whole lot more because they're doing absolutely zero. Zero. They show up and they vote on election day and pretend they've done something. No, you got to be involved before the primary election to make sure you've got good candidates running in the primary, so you on general election day aren't going into the booth. I gotta hold my nose they're gonna vote for these rhinos. Well, why does the rhino on the general election ballot? Because you failed to be involved before the primary, so you had a better candidate come out of the primary. This isn't difficult. I know, I'm sorry, I'm turning into Raging Joe again. Let me calm down. This isn't difficult to understand. If you're not involved before the primary, and worse yet, low numbers of turnout in the primary. Right now, I get it. In some cases, someone is unopposed. Well, I don't have to vote. They're unopposed. They've got it, right? But you need to be involved before the primary. There should never be anyone unopposed in the primary. There should be choices in the primary, and you should be working for conservative, constitutionalist, real Republican candidates in the primary, so they get elected in the primary, go on to the general, and serve in the Texas legislature, the Michigan legislature, the Ohio, the Florida, the whatever legislature, and same true with obviously the U.S. House. Right? What are you doing? No, you cannot rest. The left wants you to rest. They want you to go to sleep so that they can work. They're working hard behind the scenes to set up their cheat operations to steal seats in the Texas House, seats in the Michigan House, seats in the U.S. House. The U.S. Senate, they want control of those bodies back. They are going to lie, cheat, and steal. They're working hard. What are you doing? No, you cannot rest. Now, of course, occasional distractions, right? The Liberty Beacon, I wrote that up. The occasional distractions, not just good, but healthy. Yes, you've got to watch an occasional football game, hockey game, basketball game, an occasional TV series, program. I'm not saying never turn on your television. I'm not, yes, going to the theaters to see a movie and escape this insane reality we're dealing in now. Yes, you need occasional breaks, but constantly consuming the bread and circus, also written about in my Constitutionalist Theories books and done on this show. Look up in the back catalog. Constantly consuming the bread and circus is what the rhinos, the Cinos, and the commie fascist sociocrats want you to be doing. Pay attention to that stuff over there. Don't watch what they're doing. Don't watch what they say one thing and they do another. Don't pay any attention to that. No. What's the latest dumb thing Rosie said out of Ireland? What dumb thing has Jimmy Kimmel done? Pay attention to that stuff. Don't actually work, do things that can accomplish something. And that includes social media. Yes, social media is important to share good, real information about where the events are, where the committee meetings are, where the rallies are, when the election days are. Not the whining, moaning, and complaining endlessly. Productive stuff, which actually helps coordinate for you to get up off your ass and go out and do real things that matter. Trump will do. No, Trump is one man. Greg Abbott is one man. Ken Paxton, one man. Leo Terrell, right? Brexit and walk away. You can get to classical liberals like a Leo Terrell is now. Tammy Bruce, who switched, is now on board with, has been red pilled. Tulsi Gabbard, to a degree. RFK Jr., to a degree, right? We can work with some of them classical liberals. You will never, ever be able to work with or switch a delusional leftist ideologue. Yeah, they will never give up their delusion. But classical liberals, you can, Brandon Strzok, right? Founder of Walkaway. He woke up, he red pilled, so there are people we can still awaken, but you got to do work. You got to spread the truth. You have to like, share, subscribe to this program. You got to share this program. If you're going to wake people up, you've got to do work. Not just watch this program, do some work. Share this program, do some work. Tuning in just to hear isn't enough. Talk, less talk, more do. Now, myself, right? Less talk, more do. Well, I'm writing books, releasing books, trying to educate people. Why? Because I'm on disability. I'm older. I'm 63 now. I have a myriad of health conditions. I cannot go to the meetings and the rallies and the events like I used to be able to do. I'm not healthy enough, and I don't have enough money being on disability income, barely keeping the roof over my head and this show on the air to do those things. Other people need to do those things. I'm doing what I can, sadly limited behind my keyboard here. I'm stuck behind my keyboard, and I told you why. What's your excuse? What's your excuse? Oh, well, I had a busy day at work today. I and I get it. Yes, some days you got to come home, unwind, de-stress, relax, but not every day of the week. What are you doing? What are you? My change.org, We the People Demand List petition. It's only got 99 co-sponsors with it right now. But I'm not even asking people to get off their couch, out from behind their keyboard, to go to change.org/We the People Demand List to electronically click, yeah, include me in this. But yet only 99 people bothered. It's like a modern contract with America. We the People Demand List. This time we demand actual deficit reductions, getting to a balanced budget. We actually demand real arrests. Blondie, as I call her, too busy glamming for the cameras, doing nothing. Blondie is worse than Sessions was. Where are the arrests? Where are the prosecutions? A lot of excuses, yeah. Talk, whole lot of talk. We need less talk, we need more do. Can you do less talk and more do too? Please. Please. I'm trying to do more. I go to events and things when and where my energy level allows, or I can afford to go to an event. All right. And either you get it or you don't. And if you've gotten to this point in the video, likelihood is you get it. Those who didn't get to this point in the video don't get it. They're never going to get it unless if you're out there pushing them. And that's it, right? Pushing, usually, right? You try to push somebody, you'll get pushed back, you'll get rejected, right? Plant seeds. You need to plant little seeds, help water them so they grow. I've said this before. People's political realization is like mourning. We're dealing with Charlie Kirk's assassination, right? There's trolls trying to goad you, trying to bait you into being violent. Don't fall for it. It's desperately what they want and need. You to be violent. Don't give in to your anger. But what? Shock, denial, anger, acceptance, the stages of grief. It's the same thing with red pilling. You've got to plant seeds for them to themselves wake up, realize, and be shocked at how stupid they've been. But they have to come to that realization. And the more you push, the more they may reject. So plant little seeds, right? Know your audiences. You've got to get them into the shock. They may go into denial. Once they get into the anger phase, you need to calm them down so they don't do something stupid in anger and help them to the acceptance. And then they go on to the less talk, more do, real stuff that matters. All right. There's probably 50 million other concepts that I could cover, most of which is in the 4 editions of the Constitutionalist Politics books that are out there and or in the back catalog of this show that you could be like, share, subscribe into and sharing. It costs you nothing to take the link to a show. Oh, this is really cool. Please listen to it. It costs you nothing. But yet, so many people do nothing. Zero. Absolutely zero. Oh, they're too busy. They're too lazy is what it really means. They're too lazy. Oh, that's funny. Did you see the little okay? Because I did I was doing 0, not okay Zoom. See if it picks that up. See, it thinks I'm doing okay. No, I'm doing 0. They're doing 0. I'm not saying it's okay, but they're doing 0. A new Zoom function to pick up hand notions and motions and put the emoji in there. Ignore the okay. It's not okay. I know a lot of you are doing a lot, but you need to do even more. We're not winning. It may appear we may have achieved some temporary wins. We may be getting ahead, but the finish line is still way, way, way down the road. There's a long way to go. There's a whole lot more work yet to be done. Trump can't do it all. Abbott can't do it all. My Speaker of my House here in Michigan, Republican, can't do it all. James DeSena, who's the best, most conservative Republican in the Michigan House, he's being blocked by the rhinos and the Cenos from getting my tax, AXMI for Michigan tax. See that episode, from getting our property taxes removed or at least cut, in which the Michigan Senate, controlled by Democrats, would go nowhere. But I want it brought to a vote in the House. I want the Cenos and the rhinos to be on record. If you vote no, I will work to remove you from office. We need to get these votes. Doesn't matter if the governor would veto it. It won't get to the governor's desk, but we need to hold the votes. We need to know who's with us, who's against us. James DeSena in Michigan can't do it all. Greg Abbott can't do it all. Ken Paxton in Texas can't do it all. Donald Trump in D.C. can't do it all. You, me, we all gotta do parts. Gotta chip in. Gotta do more. We're not to the finish line of ROAR, right? ROAR hashtag, restore our American Republic. The Democrats have destroyed us to a degree that is going to take decades of Republican efforts. And right, that's Republican. Republic is in the name. We are not a mobocracy, ineptocracy, kleptocracy, like the left keeps trying to keep in place. ROAR, restore our American Republic. It's going to take decades because it took centuries to get to where we are. It's going to take decades to get us back to the constitutionally limited republic. Oh, yeah, all right. I know I'm going long now. I never intended to go this long. Thank you for lasting to this point if you have. Again, you probably get it. Like, share, subscribe. Share, share, share. People need to hear this. We want less government. That's the exact opposite of fascism. You retards. We want decentralized government. The left wants centralized, dictatorial mandates from Washington, D.C. upon all the 50 states. We are the anti-fascists. They, and I don't care if they're using anarchy tactics normally associated with anarchists, right? Burning, rioting, looting, stealing, ripping things down, cheating on election day, blah, blah. Yeah. No one on our side wants zero. Again, Zoom, I'm saying zero. I'm not saying okay. I'm saying zero. We don't want zero government. We all agree there should be some limited government. We don't want anarchy, every man, woman, and child for themselves. Everybody make up their own rules. We're not for that, but the left is for them creating every rule which you must live by. You have no freedom. They are the fascists, and they, well, some of them know it. Most of them are too stupid to understand it. They don't know history. They don't know anything. They don't know the basic definition of fascism, leftist, communism, socialism, fascism, monarchy, oligarchy, right? All controlling power. What's the left of the screen? My left, right? leftist government, all those. More power, more control in the hands of one or a few. That's all leftist government. On the right side of the scale, far right would be anarchists, and no one I know wants complete anarchy. We want limited, less government, the very opposite, the antithesis, antithetical to fascism is what conservative Republicans, the moron who murdered Charlie with the catch this fascist or catch fascist, whatever written on the clueless. He was the one that wanted more government, more powerful government. We want less powerful government. And you've got to explain this to people. They've been lied to their whole life, and they're lazy. They don't know, and they don't want to know. They want to maintain their delusion. We must pop the bubble by planting seeds, like Brandon Straka, someone did. Show, hey, here's the Charlottesville video of what Trump actually said. The whole thing, the DOT presser, Department of Transportation presser with not Elaine Chao. Now, McConnell's wife was DOT at that time. The Charlottesville comments, what he actually said in proper context. And he laughed. He said, oh, this right-wing nut. Okay, I'll watch it. And I know I'll see that you're wrong. You're an idiot. You're a moron. You're deluded. And he watched it and he saw, oh my God, he had been an idiot, a moron, completely delusional, listening to CNN and the MSNBCs. Propaganda, a snippet out of context, lying about what Trump actually said and meant. When he saw it for himself, right? Someone planted a seed. He thought he'd blow her off, watched it. Oh, the sky, the clouds parted, the skies opened for him. He swallowed the red pill because he was given factual information. But it was a seed, not trying to beat him over the head with something. He would reject it. That's how this works. Shock, denial, anger, acceptance. You've got to get them into the shock phase. They will attempt to deny, then hopefully anger, and again, you calm them down so they don't get violent, acting on the anger, and then into the acceptance, and then the doing something about it phase. You've been lied to, you've been cheated from, you've had things stolen from you. That's why Brandon Straka works so tirelessly now as a MAGA conservative. Yeah. All those years, he'd been made a useful idiot, and he's still angry about it. Like I go into CTP 4, an anger chapter, channeling your anger properly. He's channeling his anger into constructive things. All right, I've gone way too long. I could associate and attach to other things, but I go into all these things in my shows, in my books. Like, share, subscribe, please. I mean, do I need to get on my knees and beg? Like, share, subscribe. Like, share, subscribe. You got. I hate to do it. Every moron on YouTube does it with their channel, but you've got to do it. If you're not sharing, you're not helping. You're harming the process. You're holding the TPUSA, the Constitutionalists, walk away, Brexit movement. You're holding us all back because you refuse to share. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. Jesus, tough love, right? This show about the tough love parts of the Bible. Sometimes things you may not like to hear, but you need to hear. You just got the tough love part from me. If you're still tuned in, Well, thank you. Thank you. You're Constitutional's armor of Christ wearing soldier, willing to fight. Thank you. So many others have already tuned out. So many others will refuse to bother to share, will refuse to bother to even click the like button. So simple, but yet so few, not zero, thankfully not zero, but so few bother to do it. Take care, God. Oh, let's see if it gets the wave. Hey, Zoom, I'm waving. Hey, there it is, right in the I did the reverse image, but you see the hand in the corner. Wave. I'm waving. Bye bye. Thank you. Take care. God bless. Have a great day. More importantly, please have a productive day. What's on your list to do today that will matter, that will make a difference? Whining, moaning, and complaining on social media, not going to cut it. What are you doing? Are you going to change.org/We the People demand list, checking that out and demanding your representatives who said no more omnibus bills lied? We've already had 3 of them, and they're talking about another continuing resolution, right? Oh, we're going to get to a balanced budget. Lied. Most of the Biden spending is still in place, including renewed in the one big fraud bill. Now, yes, we needed all the tax cuts and all the other pro-growth policy that was in there, but they kept all the pork. They used, oh, look over there, look at the tax cuts. Look at the growth policies. Don't pay attention to, we still got all the Biden pork in there. Don't pay attention. So what are you doing? Will you go to change.org/We the People demand list and hold them to their promises? Will you call a Republican's office and demand they keep their promises? Will you write letters to the editor demanding, I demand they do X, Y, and Z. I demand Blondie stop glamming for the cameras and actually arrest and prosecute people. I want this. I demand this. What are you doing to get what you want done? They're not going to do it if you're not pressuring them. If they think you've gone back to the couch to watch the TV and the bread and circus, they're going to do what they've always done, whatever the hell they want, because they know you're not looking, you're not watching, you're not paying attention, because you're not calling them and saying, hey, bleep hole, I know what you've done. I see what Uncle Festerman, if you're in Pennsylvania, call, hey, Festerman, I know your bullshit game. I see what you're saying, but I know how you voted. Substack, jleonarddetroit.substack.com, the Fetterman rollover piece. What he says, how he votes, 2 different things. You must vote out Festerman into. Schumer is allowing Fetterman to say all these supposedly moderate things, but it's all hot air talk when it comes time to. An occasional vote here and there, he'll let them stray from the Democrats when they know darn well they're losing that vote anyway, but 99 times out of 100, he's pulling the lever Schumer and Soros want him to. I don't care what you're saying. What are you doing? Shall be known by your fruits. Amazing, a Christian, amazing how it all comes back to that, right? You shall be known by your fruits, not what you're saying. What are you doing? And I'm watching. We're watching. We see it. We're looking. We see it. And you got to tell them, I see what you're doing. And I'm going to do something to make sure you get kicked out of office because of what you're doing. I don't care about your lies. I see what you're doing. All right. I'm actually hitting stop now. Thank you. Take care. God bless. Go forth and do